Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk Nova Open Reveals. So we're going to do a recap. If you weren't able to join our live stream and our live reaction to it, hopefully this will be a way for you to get some idea of what we thought and how we reacted to everything that was shown by GW at the Warhammer Reveals for Nova. If you were live, please let us know down below what you enjoyed the most. If you weren't live, same thing. Let us know down below what you are most excited for with these Nova Open reveals. So with that all said, Nova Open, we had 4 major game systems on reveal: Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, and Warhammer Underworlds. The only sort of, I guess, box set game here, the only secondary game system with Warhammer Horus Heresy being, you know, a mainline game now. Now, let's take a look at what we got first of all. Now, the first one was no surprise to anyone. Leagues of Votann were revealed in proper. They're going to be the next army book after Chaos Demons for Warhammer 40,000 to come out. And I think after seeing them as a full army now, I am 100% sold on the Leagues of Votann. Now, first of all, we got the Hecaton Land Fortress. This thing is brimming with guns. They mentioned there's a rail cannon alternative. You can see pictured here. You've got the kin as well, the Iron Kin, which are apparently, you know, as equal members as the actual, you know, living creatures. We've got the plasma guns on the side. We've got different bolters. We've got an anti-air gun that was mentioned as, and I believe that's the same slot there at the back of it with the missile pods as well for some other AA weaponry. You've got a searchlight down here. It really is just brimming with guns. And it's also a transport. That is actually a transport door. You can carry 12 models, they mentioned, which, you know, should be able to carry an average squad of Hearthkin. Now we've got Uthar the Destined. This is a named character option. This is the first time I'm actually seeing the helmet. They didn't show that in the reveal show and the Power Fist. You can build this guy as the regular one of the champions. Your leader option, so you have the regular one there as well, you can see, which is really cool. You know, a named character, and that I love when they do these named character and regular character dual boxes or dual kits. It's really fun, just makes an easy additional model for the range. We got an Iron-Haired Champion. This guy is apparently an absolute combat beast. This is his axe here is an anti-matter axe from what they said, and he's effectively got a twin-linked heavy bolter on his other gauntlet. This guy is apparently just an absolute beatstick and will go in and smash pretty much anything. The Baroque here, Iron Master, is really cool. Now, some interesting things about him. We got mentioned that this is your sort of regular kin down the bottom left here, which is, you know, a member of the sort of Leagues of Votann proper, and these ones are more sort of, I guess, sentries or not quite proper living machines like the kin down here. These are more sort of his automaton maten robots. We then got the coolest model, I think, for these, which was the Grimnir. It just looks so cool, doesn't he? I mean, if you want a Rune Priest for your Caradron Overlord's army, this is the model you're using. Fantastic stuff. He's also got a female head there. I should say that there's a female head for her model, which is really, really cool as well. We've seen the Chthonian Berserkers before, and this is a mole grenade launcher, harking back to the old squats, where they literally shoot this grenade into the ground and it burrows and blows up underneath the enemy. Really great for taking out bunkers. And then we can see everything here sort of put all together. It really does look nice and cohesive when it's all nice and stacked together. That land tank is huge, and we've seen the smaller ones already. Now, along with the Leagues of Votann, there will be an army box set coming out. I think all of us sort of thought this was going to be the way. I really like it. This is probably what you see in a combat patrol, in all honesty. You've got the named character, which can also be built as the regular one, the secondary character, and the Iron-Haired Champion. You've then got 20 of your Hearthkin Warriors, which is really cool. And then 3 Hearthkin Pioneers on the Grav Bikes. Really cool. You know, this is 2 troops. Cool. I like this a lot. Cool cover. Now this is the Leagues of Votann Codex. You'll get this inside the launch box as well. You can get this a couple of weeks before the rest of the launch. And lastly, for 40k, we got a roadmap. Summer, we obviously know Chaos Demons are on pre-order now. They'll come out for everyone to have in their hands next week. Leagues of Votann in the autumn, and then Astra Militarum and World Eaters in the winter. Moving on, we then went to Warhammer Underworlds, and probably one of the coolest warbands I think we've seen in quite a while. A brand new Cornate warband, surprise, surprise to no one, but we got Drom, the Wounder of Worlds here. This guy is just awesome. He's like some Incan Mayan Cornate priest. Really, really cool stuff. I absolutely love this model. This would be a fantastic model just to paint. And they've got a really cool thing where they're a really punchy warband, and they don't have a lot of models. There's 3 models in this warband, but they've got a cool thing where they can make the enemies charge them, and then actually cause the enemies to be stuck in combat. With this guy here, which is the Gore Hulk. He's a former slaughter priest and being blessed by his god, and is now well on his way to becoming a Korgorath. So he's like that midway point, which I think is really cool from a narrative perspective, having a model that's, turning into the Korgorath. The Gore Hulk here, you can see, he's actually got 2 attack profiles. One of them is where he can stop the enemy being able to move away, and the other is just a big punch. So you can use like Drom's ability to draw them into the Gore Hulk. You then use the Gore Hulk's choking grip to keep him there, and then start pounding that model to pieces with the crushing grip. Lastly, we've got the priest we've already seen, his personal sort of blacksmith for Drom. Really, really sweet warband all around, I think, for Warhammer Underworlds. We then move to Age of Sigmar, and this was the model they might have released a little bit of snippet on, the Blood Pelt Hunter. So a brand new hunter model for the Ogre Moor Tribes, and it was straight away said that this was an Ogre Moor Tribes model. We had Ogre Moor Tribes up in the top of the preview, which is really important, meaning that all those rumors about ogres and Sons of Behemoth being put together was just squashed as soon as we saw this model. Really, really cool stuff. For me, it's a cool model. I like it. I do think this is going to replace the current Icebrow Hunter model for me. He's got the crossbow, he's got the harpoons, he has exactly the same loadout, but the way they were talking about what it does and sort of where it fits in the line, for me, this is a straight-up replacement for the current Finecast model, which I do think is a really nice model. If you like that model, go get it, because I'm pretty sure this is just going to flat-out replace it. Some really nice little details on him. I love, like, all the Drake Scale and the Bear Pelt and all of that sort of stuff. For me, really, really fun stuff. This is a fantastic miniature. Going to be so much fun to paint. And then we continue with the Age of Sigmar goodness, and we got a brand new Mega Gargant in the form of Brod. Brod is the Gargant King. Now, what's really cool about this is the 3rd model in recent times we've got that is actually from the Realmgate Wars series. Was part of the initial narrative for Warhammer Age of Sigmar in those early big books. We've obviously already got Guard of Steel Soul came out. We then had the Lady of Vines not too long ago, and now Brod, the Gargant King. He played a massive part in the Realmgate Wars, which was really, really cool. It's nice to see him get a place. I like that they're bringing all these characters. I really hope we see other models from those stories come out with named character variations. Now, he's just got so much to him, this kit. I think he's an absolutely gorgeous kit. First of all, these little critters are just adorable. But his face, for me, this is where it's really, really cool. I love everything about that face. Not just like the actual sculpt itself, but the paint job. What's really cool with this as well is these little creatures here are like these little devilish things that actually work alongside the Gargants. They braid their hair, they paint their tattoos. Really, really cool stuff. That explains, how does that Gargant actually get these tiny little bones braided into his beard when he's got these giant hands? Well, it's actually these little creatures that do it. And then we got a Battletome roadmap. I like this a lot. I like when we see the names of the Battletomes that are coming. I don't like the nameless things. First of all, we got shown the covers of Tzeentch and Lumineth. Apparently, according to those that were in the room, they did say these are within a couple of weeks. I think this is the best Luminous Realm Lords cover we've had yet. Probably the best Zinch one as well. I really like both Battletome covers. But, you know, that was given that they were going to come. Ogres and Sons are going to be our 2 Destruction Battletomes coming in autumn. And then we've got Slaves to Darkness now in winter. And it's now saying 2022-2023, which leads me to believe we're probably Slaves are probably pushed back until the early next year. Or we're not seeing another Age of Sigmar Battletome in winter other than the Slaves to Darkness. Now, moving on with more Slaves to Darkness stuff, we've got a launch box that'll be coming for them, which is really cool. I like that they've done, you know, the nice Chaos rune marking name on it. Really cool stuff, but this is going to include the brand new Demon Prince, which is both the 40k and Age of Sigmar variations in the same kit. 10 of the Chosen we've now seen up close, and 3 of my favourite models, because I'll be doing a full Ogrewood army if I can with the Ogrewood Therodons. That Demon Prince is just amazing. You can see all the alternate head options here for him. I think the Nurgle one is probably the best one for me. The Chaos Chosen, these models are just fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Well, there we go. My favourite 2 are in the same picture. Really, really dig these models. The Ogre Therodons, I love Ogrewoids. I've always said they should be a full faction on their own right. And fantastic to see that, well, they're going to be able to be played in a full army. We've seen the Slaves to Darkness Battletome book that will come inside the box set. Moving on to Horus Heresy, and there was a lot less Horus Heresy than what I actually thought there would be. However, there was one massive reveal, and that is Horus Lupercal Ascended. This is him fully mutated by Chaos. This will be a resin miniature from Forge World out next year. So which me says, you know, we know a lot of plastics are coming. They were very keen to mention that a lot of the Primarchs changed throughout the course of the Heresy, so this will not be the only one we're seeing an Ascended version of. You know, we're going to see Snakeboy, Fulgrim, and all of that, which is awesome for me. This is just sweet. He looks amazing. He is much larger than the original miniature. You can see here, much, much bigger on purpose because he's sort of swelled with the power of Chaos. But it is less Horus Heresy than I thought we would see. And lastly, we got shown the brand new Khorne Berserker kit. There's not much more shown for Khorne for this, but they want to. We've got the Eviscerator up here. We've got, you know, a bunch of the different weapons, the cool sort of chain power swords and bolt pistols and plasma pistols. It's a kit with plenty of different options. We've got the mega chain axe there, plasma pistols, everything you can want in the book. And then, yeah, once again, that's just our Codex roadmap for 40k. So we know pretty much what the end of our year is going to look like for the 2 main game systems now. What did you think of all the Nova reveals, though? I'd love to hear from everyone on what you thought of it all. What was your particular favourite thing? What was missing? I know a lot of people are going to say Astra Militarum. We've obviously seen a little bit here and there. I assume if we have another reveal show there, what's going to dominate it. But Leagues of Votann, for me, definitely took it. I'm really, really excited. I liked Brod. I like the new Hunter. I've got an Ogre army. I'm really excited for that. Let us know down in the comments below what you enjoyed, though. Love to hear from everyone. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, why not come join our Discord server as well, which you can find linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is the best way to help support the channel via Patreon or YouTube members. If you'd like to help support either, it would be greatly appreciated as it goes towards making the channel better and better at doing what we continue to do here. We'd like to give a special shout out to all our Patreons and YouTube members, so a thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and GRP390. And also a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop, Terrain, and John Castle. Lastly, a special shout out to all the people who help support the channel via sponsorship or via collaborations, and a special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.